Hello, namaste everyone. It's me Kamraz Alam. I welcome you all to our beautiful channel, The Madeverse. Let's start or continue our one short series for CEE as well as for other competitive exams where we will be discussing about vitamins. Okay. And in our previous video, I have teach you in a very easy manner about fat soluble vitamins, isn't it? Fat soluble vitamins. So today we will be going to discuss about water soluble vitamins, and in this with this picture it will be very easy to memorize all the water soluble vitamins in a very easy way. Look, the water soluble vitamins are vitamin B complex, and vitamin C. So let's at first make the concept clear about vitamin C. Okay, this vitamin C chemical name is ascorbic acid. Okay, ascorbic acid. So the question is also being asked about what will be the difficulties or what will be the clinical manifestations during the vitamin C deficiency. So deficiency of vitamin C leads to scurvy. And how can you identify the patient is being suffer from scurvy? In scurvy there will be gum bleeding. Okay, this is very severe one. There will be gum bleeding. Even you can note that during scurvy there will be the deficiency of collagen fiber deficient. Okay, clear? Now from this picture I am going to teach about the vitamins B complex, and just note the particular points which I am saying you from here. Okay, it will be enough for your CEE examinations. Done? Sorry. At first let's start about vitamin B1. Okay, look, this one is the vitamin B1. Okay, here it is also given in a very easy way or very interesting way, isn't it? Look, the vitamin B1, the chemical name is, tell me, vitamin B1 chemical name is thymine. Okay, its deficiency will leads to the clinical conditions known as beriberi. Vitamin B1 chemical name, fast, vitamin B1 chemical name is thymine. Deficiency will leads to beriberi. In the same manner. Okay, in the same manner let's study about vitamin B2. Look, vitamin B2 chemical name is given as riboflavin. B2 riboflavin. Note with me. Okay, riboflavin. Now its deficiency will leads to inflammation of mouth. Okay, inflammation of mouth. Done? Vitamin B2 deficiency will leads to inflammation of mouth. Okay, now from here can you see that there is also the vitamin B3, which is also known as niacin. Okay, and the deficiency of vitamin B3 which is known as the niacin leads to pellagra. Okay, done? So we are done with vitamin B1, B2 and B3. Is there any B4? No. Now there is B5. Okay, there is what? B5, which is not more important comparatively, but note that B5 is also known as its chemical is also known as chemical name pantothenic acid. What? Pantothenic acid. Okay, so in the same manner there is vitamin B6, chemical name is our pyridoxine. Let me make you note about this chemical name, because in our competitive exam this is being concerned regarding the chemical name of particular vitamins. Okay, in the same manner we have vitamin B7 chemical name is going to be biotin. Then we have vitamin B9, which chemical name is folic acid. Then do we have vitamin B10? No. Look here, we don't have vitamin B4, B8 and B10, but now vitamin B10 is not present over there. Is there any vitamin B11? No, there is no any vitamin B11. So from B9 we directly jump into vitamin B12, and this vitamin B12 chemical name is cobalamin, cyanocobalamin, also known as our cobalamin. Okay, these are the things about the vitamins. Okay, now look from this figure, there is vitamin b9. B9 is very important. Why it is very important? Because it helps in DNA synthesis or DNA replications. Vitamin B9 and B12 both are related with DNA replications, and particularly it will help in the replications of DNA in the RBC. Let's suppose if there is vitamin B9 and B12, these two are very important, very important, and I am going to discuss about these two, B9 versus B12. Both of them is going to participate in DNA replication, particularly in RBC. Now let's suppose there is the deficiency of vitamin B9 and B12. Vitamin B9 and B12. Now listen very carefully. This one is my RBC, and if there is the deficiency of B9 as well as B12, so if there will be the deficiency, then the DNA replication won't be there. If DNA replication won't be there, then the cell will enlarge, isn't it? Look, the RBC biconcavity will be lost, the first consequence, and the second consequence will be what? If the cell is being enlarged, then it will lead to the reduced number of RBC, and the RBC is increased in size, so known as megaloblastic, and since it is reduced in number, so known as anemia. These both conditions combinedly known as megaloblastic anemia. So from now onward, if anyone is asking you about the cause of megaloblastic anemia, then you must say that megaloblastic anemia is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B9 as well as vitamin B12. Okay, so their deficiency togetherly leads to megaloblastic anemia. Okay, done. Let's see if there is any important concept regarding which I have to tell you. Vitamin B7 biotin, B6 pyridoxine. Okay, B6 is our pyridoxine. Look here, in B6 the deficiency is scaly dermatitis, like your skin will be very rough during what? During vitamin B6 deficiency. It's the common questions, but the major questions regarding the vitamins is being asked from vitamin B9 and B12, which I am repeatedly saying you to focus on vitamin B9 and B12. Okay, so these are regarding our vitamins which are water soluble, and in our previous video we have already discussed about fat soluble vitamins, which are vitamin A, D, E and K. Okay, look, if this video is helping you guys in any manner, in any way, and making your journey of CE and this white coat journey easy, then do subscribe our channel, the Medverse Himalaya Medical Studio. Okay, and share this channel with your friends, recommend this channel to your friends if this is helping you. Otherwise it does not matter, isn't it? Till then, take care, bye bye.